so much for checking out my first ever barrel race vlog. I'm so excited to share 3 days of fun with you. So I started out on Friday night by getting her grain bowl ready and getting her grain for Friday. And then I packed 2 baggies of grain for her for this weekend. I started out by giving her 1 full scoop of her Total Equine feed. And then I added some alfalfa pellets on there, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to show in like the next clip. Before I added the Total Equine feed, I added a scoop of Mag Boss to her grain because she is quite the spicy little pony, and it's just to help her relax this weekend and not be so antsy so that she can really focus on her runs. After that, I give her a scoop of My Best Horse, which is another great product I use for her. I don't give her too many supplements, just the necessary ones that I think she would benefit from. So after that, I put 1 scoop of that in the bag for Saturday and 1 scoop for Sunday morning. So she is going to stay the night at the arena that we are going to run at this weekend. And so you're going to see all that later. I'm so excited to share it with you. And we are actually running flags for the Clovis Rodeo, or at least we're going to attempt to. So we're going to a practice on Sunday after that, and on Saturday we are going to PBR on Saturday night, so I can't wait to share that with you too. So right here I added 1 scoop Equinety to both baggies. I love Equinety. It's just a really good supplement for everything, really. And then after that, I added a scoop of alfalfa to both baggies, which is basically the base for all of her supplements. So I usually do alfalfa first, but I'm not really sure why I did it last. I probably just forgot to do it in the beginning. So I added alfalfa at the end, even though I should have done it at the beginning. But when I pour it out, it'll be on the bottom. So I guess it doesn't really matter. And these are what the baggies look like. I just put the date on them and I put them in a little bucket for her grain. And then after that, I filled up her hay bag because they go around and feed her, but she is sassy and likes it in a hay bag and will throw it out if it's not in a hay bag. So whenever she gets fed, I have to come out and put it in a hay bag. And you just saw me struggling to put hay in a hay bag, even though I do it every day. And then I put all the excess hay, like the crumbs. They're not really crumbs, but basically the crumbs, and shoved that in there too, because I just wanted to put all the big chunks in there so that she couldn't throw them out, because if you've seen her stall, there's hay everywhere. After that, I unlocked my trailer, got it all open, got my saddle stand out so that I can put all of my tack from my trailer and my best friend's trailer, because we are going to be taking her trailer because it's a lot bigger than ours. And so I took her fancy little baggies and bucket that has her name on it over to their trailer, which is a 3-horse slant gooseneck with manger. So we just like to use this one for like overnight trips. So I got that in there, and then after that I got their saddle stands out so I could put my saddle on there. And then I got these big bags of bales of hay and threw it in the trailer. There, it was really shaky because I almost fell out of the trailer. And then I wanted to show you guys what was in it, which is hay, which apparently that glimpse wasn't good enough, so I have to stick my phone literally in the bag. And yeah, there's hay in there. And then after that, I grab my saddle pad and I put it on the top rack of the saddle stand in their trailer, and that keeps it nice and dry. And then after that, I got my saddle, and I had to fling the door open, so that's why I literally shoved you into the door. And then I threw my saddle up there, which has my new cheetah print tack, and I absolutely love it. And then here I am just rolling up her cheetah print in purple sport boots so that they are nice for this weekend. They're a little bit dirty, but we're still going to run in them because it's just dirt, and I didn't want to clean them. And I kind of just fold them over each other so I know which bell boot goes with which sport boot. And I have a set of 4, and they're from Top Hand brand, and I have a set of 4, which I just said, and I absolutely love them. They're super nice, they fit really well, and yeah. So after that, I walked them over to her trailer and put them in there next to my fancy bucket and my grain bowl. And I set those down. And then I got my shims from my trailer, which I put them in that little basket under my saddle stand. So I got my shims and I walked them over to the trailer and I set those down by my bucket with my sport boots, my grain bowl. It's basically where I'm just putting all my stuff so it's out of the way because her stuff isn't in there yet. That's why the saddle stand is bare. So I'm just trying to leave as much room for her as possible. Then after that, I got my bridle and my helmet and I hung those up in there. And my helmet is really dirty, so don't mind that. If you watch my live, you would know that Breeze kicked it on the ground in the mud. Then I put a bag of rubber bands in their trailer just because I didn't know if they had any, so I just threw my bag in there. And so yeah, all of my stuff is moved in. I have all my bridles, shims, bell boots, sport boots, everything. And so I closed up my trailer, made sure it was all locked so that no one could get in it if they wanted to, which no one would do that. But just in case, I do lock it. And then I locked my friend's trailer for the night. Hey guys, it is Saturday and the windshield is literally frozen. It was so cold last night. So on the way to the barrel race, we got Starbucks. And then I got to the ranch. It was probably like 7 in the morning. And I got Breeze, I haltered her, and I walked her over to the grass area so she could graze before I loaded her up in the trailer. Don't worry, I did take her blanket off before she got in the trailer because she was going to be in there for like an hour and a half, and it was going to get warm. And then I tied her up at the trailer while I waited for my friend to go grab her horse, and Breeze was being really cute, like always, but a little bit sassy. And then I rubbed her, and she was shedding a whole ton, so I had to show you that. It looks like it's snowing, but it's not, sadly. And so after that, I got her all loaded, which I didn't film, but this is her in the trailer before we go. And her bestie, Santa Buns, was in there too, so she was really happy. And then we got on the road. This was us on the way there. Here's another pic. It was super beautiful up there. It was very nice. As you can see, there were super pretty hills and mountains, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I just love going up to Terabella because it's always so peaceful and so green up there. When we finally arrived, I got the door to the trailer open. I opened that up. Then I opened the divider and got her out. There she is in her purple and yellow lead rope, because I couldn't find her other purple ones. We had to go a little mismatch this weekend. Here she is backing out, and she always goes on her tiptoes, but she's really good, very good at hauling. And then I got her all tied up at the trailer, and I was gonna begin grooming her. So I used this brush. I'm not really sure what it's called, but I love it because it's really good to get all the hair off of her and the dirt. And then after that, I just used a simple brush to get all of that excess dirt off and hair because she's shedding like crazy. And then I got my saddle on, and then after that I did my new Latigo, which is beautiful and cheetah. And this is my tack. I'm missing a gem on one side, which is really sad, but anyway, then I got her matching sport boots on, which I did a really bad job of putting on, but it doesn't matter. And then after that, I added some purple rubber bands to my saddle horn, just in case my blue ones broke or in case my friend needed an extra. Then after that, I got on her, and I was carrying her halter, her back boots, and her helmet over because I was going to leave that at her stall. And then we started walking down. They have these beautiful orange trees up there, so Breeze tried to eat those. And then I warmed up by walking and then trotting. I didn't get a video of me eloping, but then I did time onlys. I also didn't get a video of that. Then I went back to the trailer, got her bridle off, loosened her cinch, and she was being cute. And I have a different color halter because I brought my other one down even though I was going to go back up, which is silly. Then I was waiting for my run, and this is my run. It was a clean run. It could have been a lot better. I think we got really caught up on the first, but it was still really good. I was still really happy with her. And there I pulled on her way too much, but it was still okay. And then you can see that I was a little annoyed with my time, but it's okay. And then this is another angle of my run. Again, you can tell that I was way too slow on the first. I wasn't smooching at her, and I could have kicked with my outside leg to get her around there a little bit faster. But still, I'm proud we had a clean run. We ended up winning the Teen 1D, and we placed like third in the Open 2D, which is pretty good for us. We usually do a little bit better, but yeah, you could see I was really annoyed. And then here's some pictures that I got from my run. And then this was Breeze after our run. She was itching her bestie Cinnabon. They were grooming each other. Cinnamon was doing it to her too. It was really cute. And then I walked her back up to the trailer and started untacking her back up the big old hill to the trailer. And then once we got there, I took her bridle off, got her all tied up, and then I hung up my bridle and my crusty helmet. And then I got her all unsaddled. I undid both cinches, put my breast collar up, then got my saddle on the rack. Then I got all my shims off my saddle pad, and I took my saddle pad and put her in the trailer as well. And then I grabbed my saddle pad and took off her sport boots. I already took off the back ones, so I only had to do the front ones, and her bell boots, which always twist because they're a size too small, so I have to do them loosely, and then they always twist around, which is really annoying, but I guess that's my fault. So I need to order her a bigger pair, but they're just so dang cute. And then after that, she was all intact. She really didn't sweat that bad, which I was really glad, because she was going to have really bad sweat marks. And here I am walking down the hill with a big old bale of hay on my shoulder and a water tie, or I don't know what you call it, to hold up her water bowl. Actually, I didn't put water in there. It was a grain bowl. And this is basically the hill that we have to walk down, which you can't really see. And then after that, I chucked her hay bag over, and then I went into her stall, which isn't where we live. We don't board there, but she was staying the night because it was an overnight race. So I got her stall closed, and then I hung up her hay bag, which is purple, of course, to match, because everything matches here. And then I got that all up, and after that, she was being a little crazy in her pen. But as you can see, she runs up and kicks something, I think. And she was being a good girl. She was just a little anxious with being in a pen, because Cyrus, her stallmate, well, not her stallmate, her neighbor at the barn that we board at, so he wasn't there, and he was gonna be there, but she was still untacking. And so I got her hay bag up. Well, she was being a little crazy, and then I got her grain. Here I have a little baggie, which is her grain, and her super cute purple bucket, and there she is. She's a little nervous and anxious, but it's okay. She has not stayed here before, but I like this arena, and she did really well, and I'm just gonna spoil it. She was totally fine in her stall. She was great. My friends blanketed her for the night because they were staying in their trailer, but I had to drive an hour and a half home. So I got the bucket up, and then I poured her grain into it, which is just all the supplements that I showed you on Friday night. So after I got all of her supplements in there, I put some water in it, which I don't show, but I usually do that so it's easier for her to chew, even though she's not that old, but I just think it's nicer. And yeah, here's her grain, and this is the setup: hay bag, water, 2 halters, and her hay for the next day. Then on the ride home, we got some Taco Bell, and it was so good. And this is basically just the scenery. It's a bunch of peach trees, orange trees, almond trees on the way home. Then when I got home, I had to clean all the stalls at my barn, which if you've seen my live, I have to clean 40 stalls or something. And so I drove the gator around, and I got all the stalls cleaned. And then, yeah, this is us driving to PBR. We got to PBR, it was so fun. And this is what the arena looked like. And no one got hurt, so that was a plus. Hey guys, so it's currently Sunday, so we drove there without the trailer because the horses were already there. Then I went to her stall, got her, and I walked her up to the trailer. I'm so sorry, I did not do a very good job of filming today, so there's not going to be as many clips, but I got her all brushed out with this brush that I'm not really sure what it's called. And then after that, I did other brushes, I promise. I just didn't film all of it, and I picked her feet and all that stuff, but I got her all saddled and then got her sport boots on, which I again did a very terrible job doing, and I had to redo them. But anyway, this is us warming up, and then I'm waiting for my run here. Reese is just being cute, still waiting here, just with my friend who just ran, who had a really good time. And here is my run. It takes me a while to get back there, because Bruce was being a little slow, but I'm glad she was super nice and calm. And this was our youth run, which we also carried over to the open, which I was super happy with. It, like, surprisingly did not look very nice. Like, it didn't look very clean, which you can't see the first barrel, but you will be able to in the next clip. And our second was okay. It could have been a lot better, but I was still happy with it. Third, again, could have been better, but it was super great. We ran a 12.913 here. And I was really happy with that because we got fourth in the open, and the arena record is 12.6. So I was really happy with that. We won the youth, obviously. And this was for a buckle series that we actually will be coming back this weekend. Well, this following weekend. And it's a double header. So we will be there Saturday and Sunday. And I'm pretty sure we have the youth 1D buckle in the bag because I need one more clean run out of the 2 days. And Breeze has not hit a barrel here, knock on wood. So this is my first barrel. I had a leg lift. Don't know if it was really necessary, but I wanted to stay clean. You can't really see the second in this angle. But third looked really good to me. I was happy with it. She just wasn't looking at her turn, and I obviously gave her pets on the way home because I love her and she's my good girl, and I was really happy. And then there you can see me like give her so many rubs because I was so happy with her because we were one of 4 that ran in the 12s, and that is really, really good. And then I got her all untacked and then loaded her up and headed home. Thank you guys so much for checking out my barrel race vlog. I'm so happy to share a little bit of our life with you, so thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.